The old models of saddles tend to be set by the riders on top of the shoulder angle. And as you can see, this structure here has inflamed, has gotten bigger, and it is not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be a flat structure. The fact that it's gotten bigger means that it's inflamed, so when you put pressure on it, there is pain. The horse reacts with pain, and it is caused by the fact that the saddle was displaced forward. And this particular horse is the typical horse that has been worked for long enough putting the saddle on top of the shoulder angle. That is exactly what we're trying to reverse. If you put the saddle, any saddle, including ours, if you put it up here, all you have is pressure points on the rear of the saddle and pressure points on the front of the saddle, but you have air underneath in what is called bridging. So you basically put the saddle in this position where it shouldn't. See, the weight goes to the rear and to the front, but is not absorbed by a large portion of pressure points that should be absorbing the weight. In this particular case, the pressure behind the cinch line shows pain because these vertebrae are out. These are the withers vertebrae, and they're all out. So what we do for that is simply realign them. In the areas where you find the pain, in this case the thoracic 6 is out, thoracic 7 is out, thoracic 8 is out, thoracic 9, tenth is out, and now the area that receives the weight of the rider at the end of the saddle is out. The seat area is out. That's why the horse is flinching in that area. So we will correct thoracic 18, lumbar 2. As you realize, the horse doesn't mind the tapping because it's actually taking the pain away as you realign the structures. That's lumbar 4, lumbar 5. And this is supposedly a very nervous horse, and you can see the reaction when you're taking the pain away. The horse actually enjoys the body work. And that's aligned. So when you finish the alignment, the end result is no pain on the horse's back. Remember the previous flinching? There's no pain in the horse's back. So it's a lot easier to put a saddle on a horse's back that is aligned than having to fight against misalignments. The misalignments pull nerves, and the nerves being pulled hurt, and the horse reacts poorly posturally and mechanically. What will happen is that if you work the horse misaligned or with a saddle that doesn't have the proper pressure points, the horse will lift the head up and will try to be very heavy on the forehand. Once you put the saddle in the proper place, take the pressure points away, the tendency is that the horse will bring the head down without the use of a martingale. Simply posturally there will be a correction as soon as you take the pain away. So you take the pressure away from the pressure points. The other aspect that we need to consider is that when we use a saddle that adds pressure points where they don't belong, such as the pressure points on the angle of the shoulder and the pressure points at the end of the saddle and the seat area only, without distributing evenly all of these points, the result is an inversion of the dorsal line. There is a spasm created by the pain caused by the pressure, and the horse stops developing the loin muscles. So these psoas muscles get atrophic. You see atrophy of this area. When you change the procedure and use a saddle that actually fits perfectly, the muscles will grow back up and will give the horse the proper amount of strength for that particular anatomy.